Hey there, what's going on, fellow Digidestins? This is Collectibles for Life YT coming to you with a new deck profile. This time on the red and yellow deck that's been going around. It's become a very light and very competitive deck, and it's definitely getting some ground. So I decided that I'm going to go ahead and cover it. I haven't played it yet in the tournament. I have played against it in the tournament, and I've won with a particular deck list that I built, and I will be showing that off probably on the next video. It's the only thing that I can see that can compete against this kind of play style. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. For our first roundup, it's going to be 4 of the Upamon. Now this is going to be a strategy involving recovery, and of course for the long-term game you want to have draw power, and this guy does the job. You only need him. You don't need the other one, the Cupidmon. Unfortunately, it's too much of a situation where you're trying to be aggro at the beginning, and this deck is not about being aggro. You may have the security, but it's just a win or loss situation, so that's why you play the Upamon instead, which states, when attacking once per turn, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, trigger draw 1 from your deck. So ideally, when you're getting low, that usually means that your hand's probably getting low as well. That's why you're not being able to recover security. So you play these 4 guys to try to get yourself a better hand or get yourself more cards to keep going. So that's why we play 4 of those. Next, again, this is a very different deck, and so the rules of how many rookies, champions, ultimates does not apply to this deck, and that's why we're only playing 5 rookies. First, we're playing our 4 Salamons, which states on deletion, if you have 3 or fewer securities, you may recover 1 from your deck and place it to the top of your security. So you get 1 from your deck, put it to security, add an extra security pretty much. 4 to play. 0 to Digivolve, 2000 DP. You will be using it pretty much as fodder. You're going to be trying to get that security back, so you play 4 of them. And then just to have a little bit more of consistency, you're going to play 1 of the promo Patamons, which state, if you have 1 or fewer security cards, trigger recovery 1. So same situation, just it has to be less security, only 1. That's why you only play 1 of him, because he's definitely very situational. But if you end up in that situation where you need him, then you can go ahead and play him, and that's why you play only those right there. So believe it or not, in my deck, we only play 5 rookies, which is insane to hear anybody say that. Next, we only play 3 champions. Again, this is a very unorthodox deck, and it definitely is a unique setup. We play 3 Ankylamons. It's a 5 to cast, 2 to Digivolve, 4 to 4000 DP. It states, in security, at the end of battle, play this card without paying its memory card. So if you're he attacks your security, it's this guy, you finish the battle out, then it comes out in play. You will only be using him that way, and you'll be Digivolving him. I've seen people be playing the Greymon of this version, and I understand why, because you have a red division between red and yellow, and you're trying to get as much as you can for the red side, so that way you can activate the option cards. But in my build, I don't need that much red. And I feel like this is more consistent, because if you end up drawing him in your hand, you're going to have to hard cast it if it's a Greymon. At least right here in this situation, I can actually evolve it from a rookie. Again, not ideal, but it removes a card and adds a card. So it gives me a better situation in my hand where I can use more stuff instead of just, summoning something for a high cost when I could be removing a particular Digimon. So that's why I played 3 of him. And I've got cards that evolve to him as well, so I can continue drawing more cards and continuing having more of a reliable hand than a situational hand. And then next I play 7 ultimates. And to start things off, we play the main man itself, Magna Angelmon. It states, trigger recovery 1 card, place it on top of your security when it becomes on play. So of course you will be on playing him. You can evolve him from the Ankylamon. I wouldn't suggest it. He's definitely a recovery card, so you can recover your securities. Again, this is a recovery deck. 7 to play, 3 to Digivolve, 6000 DP. Also has inherited. This Digimon gets 1000 for every 3 security cards you have. So inherited wise, when you get to your megas, it will make a difference sometimes. So getting that extra 2000 DP can make the difference between finishing off the game or end up losing a Digimon. Like I said, I played 4 of him. He's an amazing card. Definitely probably the legendary tech out of this deck. If you consider some of the other cards that are played, but this is definitely your starting base for this deck. Next, I play only one of the Mistymon. On play, 2 of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 3000 DP for the turn. This sets up situations where you will be playing a card called 7 Heaven, which takes away 1000. So if you set up that and this, 1300 already. Rookie Rush, great for Rookie Rush, knocking out almost maybe probably two of their Digimon. So we played one of him. And the only reason why we play one of him is because we have another tech. And this is another that I haven't seen being played very much, but I think it should be in this deck, especially with Rookie Rush. Oh, Chakuyamon. Sorry, Chakuyamon. It states this Digimon is also treated as blue. That's not relevant to us. All of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards gain -1. That automatically hurts almost half of Rookie Rush in the battle. Most of the times, 2 of them will be probably evolved, and that's about it. So nothing else is going to be able to attack, and there's not a lot of removal in Rookie Rush. So once this hits the field, it's pretty much game. They're not going to be able to do anything. They're stuck. They're trying to compete with you in speed, but you recover so quickly that it's not going to matter. This card literally almost breaks Rookie Rush as a competitive deck in situations, at least with this deck. 3 to Digivolve, 8 to cast. Again, you can Digivolve from Ankylamon. That's why I play it, because you can actually just evolve it. And then, and then you have a chance to play other things besides just hard casting and then ending your turn. So I play one of him. I'm debating about maybe putting him up to 2. One of these I think is going to go up to 2. I might take it out for the last card that I put in here. And the last card is also another recovery card. We play one of the Angel Womanmon. When you have 3 security cards or less, trigger recovery 1. Plays the top card of your deck on the security stack. Again, 3 to Digivolve, 6 to play, 7 DP. You're not going to really be playing her unless you have to. You're going to be Digivolving so you can get that extra security. It comes up now and then, but with only having 3 champions, it seems too situational for me. So I might cut her down and play another Chakuyamon or Mistymon, but I'm leaning to Chakuyamon for sure. And that's the setup for Ultimates. So, like I said, we got 7 of those. Now for our Megas. Our Megas are a little bit on the high side, but for reasons, of course. We play 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We played 10 Megas. I had to double check because I had moved stuff around. We played 10 Megas. Our first set of 4 Megas, Seraphimon. He is definitely our second best, probably way to recover security. He states when Digivolved, trigger recover 1. So same as Magna Angelmon, except the Digivolve instead of in play, you recover a memory card. Or a security card, my bad. You recover a security card. And then it says, while you have 3 or more securities, this card gains security +2. You'll be surprised how often that comes up in matches where like you're just trying to finish out quickly. That's why I play 4 of him. It's a little bit more aggro than the usual build for this deck, but I do like... I like this card. I like to recover, so this is definitely a plus. And with this guy, we play one of the Slash Angelmon, which states, when Digivolved, one of your opponent's Digimon gets 8000 DP for the turn. This sets up certain situation with your other option cards that I'll show you later, where it just pretty much destroys a Mega, or you can destroy an Ultimate just using this card by itself. It's a 3 cost to evolve. You get a card into your hand because you Digivolved, and you get to destroy a creature. So it's a very good trade-off. Thinking about bumping him up to 2. He's another one that I've been debating about where I want to put him in terms of count. Our next one, Manadromon. Manadromon is amazing. You will definitely be hard casting it most of the times. It states if you have 3 or fewer security cards, trigger draw recovery 2. So in other words, instead of doing 1, you do 2 security recovers if you have 3 or less. That usually sets you up back to the beginning of 5. So she's definitely a very good recovery card. It also states, when attacking, you may play one of your yellow level 3 Digimon cards from your hands without paying its memory cards. So on play effect, that means that I can literally get a Salamon as it's attacking a Salamon onto the field. And of course you want to delete it so you can attack with it too. So it makes it very aggressive. Them 2 together is a very, very nice combo. I only played 3 of. Another card that I've been debating about maybe going up to 4. It's showing up when I need it, so it's fine right now at 3. And last, for my last tech, it's 2 Volcanodromon. That is right. Again, for the on-play effect, That's the only reason why you're going to be playing this. Delete all your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less, and you also get a security +1, which again in situations does come up very often because you're going to be attacking, and if you manage to hit 2 of the securities, that's even better, more aggro for you. It's definitely for Rookie Rush again. Rookie Rush is not a bad matchup, but it's a longer matchup, so if you could just end it as quickly as you could possible, then you would want to play this. Again, it's giving you sometimes a 1-for-1, and like ideally this deck is all about equal exchange or better for you than them exchange, so that's why I play only 2 of those. And that's all my megas. Also the consistency of red, because you do need red to play certain cards in this deck. Having him play destroy a Digimon, so you're 1-for-1, then you're able to play red cards because you have a red Digimon, so for options, so that's why I play him. And yeah, that's all the megas. Finally, Tamers. We're going to our Tamers. Our Tamer is a division of 3 and 3 for our Tamers. Our first 3 Tamers, the most OP Tamer, probably next to Mimi. These 2 are probably the best Tamers, Mimi and TK. It's a 4 to play. It states, sets up your memory. If you have less than 3 memory, it sets you up to 3. And then on play effect, look at your security stack, then reveal 1 card in it and add it to your hand. If it's a card that's yellow, trigger this effect. Recover 1 from your deck. So another security recovery card. Reason why I don't play too much red is for this, because sometimes you will whiff in the other place where you have the Greymon in there, where sometimes you have too much red and you just end up drawing a security and you don't get anything in return for it. I don't like that. I feel to be played in its optimal abilities, it has to be able to recover that 1 card just to keep you ahead through the whole match. And also has a security ability, of course, which you can activate it from security once it activates. Being able also to look at your security and see what you have and take something that's not going to activate and hope that the next card that goes on top is going to activate, it's so OP. Just knowing that, okay, I got a Terraforce or I got a 7 Heaven, so next time he attacks, one of them can trigger off and he destroys one of his Digimon. Like, it's way overpowering, and I can see in the future this having some sort of reduction from being able to do 4 or more, maybe to 2 or 1 in the future. It definitely sets you up in a better situation than most of your opponents. Definitely better in yellow, of course, as well. And then finally, we play our 3 Tamers of Tai. The one that's a 2 cost. All of your Digimon gets an extra 1,000 DP on your turn. Also able to security check. Very relevant because a lot of your Digimon aren't very strong. So being able to have 1 or 2 of these in play lets you go up a little bit higher so you can destroy other Digimon and not have to have an equal exchange. Give you more of the board presence because you don't have as much to begin with until the late game. So 3 of these are very nice. I've seen people playing the 2 cost Mimi that gives you 1 when you play an option card. It's a nice idea. I feel like it's not as better suited in situations as this card, especially when the way that I play mine with very little red. This plus the oh man, we got a thunderstorm coming. Yeah. Lost power there. Okay, let's continue on. This is a lot better for certain situations, so that's why I play 3 of these instead. Like I said, it's mostly yellow, but it's nice to have some red because you do need it for certain cards. Next, another beautiful tech that I don't see a lot of people playing. I guess this would be considered another legendary tech that people should play. Holy Wave. Trigger, recovery 1. That's all it is. You just recover 1. Security check, you recover 1. So ideally, if they attack your security, it's pretty much a failure if they're only attacking for 1 security, because then this one replaces it with another one. So it means that nothing happened, at least in their situation. Your situation as well, if you have enough memory to play with, and you just play this and you add another security to your stack. And trust me, it does get annoying. And I play 2 of these because I feel like any more is just too much, because you have enough recovery to begin with. This just makes it even sweeter. So we play 2 of those for the option cards. Next, we play 4 of the amazing Eden's Javelin. Again, I don't know how this wasn't a rare. I don't understand how this didn't get a red a gold border. But this is an amazing broken card. No, not broken, just really good card. It says trigger draw 1, so it replaces itself. Second, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 1000 DP for every card in your hand for the turn. Like, if they hit this and they hit 7 Heaven together, or they hit another card, they literally destroy themselves. It's literally like it's removal. It's removal at its best, and you get to get a free card. So security stack, you get a +1. You activate it, you still get a 1-for-1, and it's at 6 cost. This is an amazing card, and we play 4 of these. Next, the 4 of that we play in options. 7 Heaven, and of course I've already mentioned it. One of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 10,000 for the turn. Activate security. Again, this is like pretty much almost a good amount of megas get removed by this, but your ultimates for sure by itself. And we play 4 of these because it's amazing removal. Again, this deck is just about removal recovery. It's about making them make sure that they lose their chance to do anything pretty much. They only have limited resources. They only have limited resources in a situation where they only have so many megas, so many ultimates, and you're pretty much just stalling out, so that way they drain their resources. All they have left is probably a lot of rookies and some champions, and then you're just like, okay, well, I'll go aggro. Here's game. And you take them off. You destroy the resources in the long term, and then you recover so you can make it to the long term and then finish them off with your own Digimon. And then another one that I only play a 1 of, and the reason why it doesn't have a security check, I playing it at 2 and seeing one of it go to the grave and just not having anything happen, it's a big downer. You play a lot of trainers, so it's a 9 cost for now, but it says reduce the memory cost of this Digimon card, or reduce the memory cost of this card by 1 for each yellow tamer you have in play. If you end up with 1 or 2 of them, automatically reducing it down to Gaia Force, which is literally almost what it is, because it destroys a Digimon with 12,000 DP for lowers it down to 12,000 DP for the turn, that is most of your megas. Of course, there's some that aren't, which are your level 7s. But other than that, this will remove pretty much anything. So it's like a Gaia Force. So we play 1 of, and only because, again, no security check. Another 1 of that we play is the Bifrost. Bifrost states on your main on your opponent's Digimon, it takes away negative 3,000 and minus a security check. This is, and also security activates the same way. It's the same thing. This is nice for whenever maybe it hits a 7 Heaven plus this. You can destroy a Digimon, or you can just destroy one of their rookies. It's very nice if you have it in hand, because you can actually combo off, because this only costs 3, and most of the times you'll have 3 memory to play with. So you activate this, and then you activate 7 Heaven, and that automatically gets rid of a mega. It sucks to have to use 2 cards, but it's a really reliable card, and that's why I play a 1 of. It's good, but not amazing. So 1 of. And that's all, I believe, all of the yellow? Yep, that's all of the yellow. Now for the red part of our deck, at least option-wise, we play 4 of the Gaia Force. Yeah, I noticed. I bought one. It's coming in the mail, but I couldn't wait to do the profile since everybody was already doing theirs. I decided to just go ahead and do mine too. So it is coming in the mail though for my 4th one. Anyways, back to the situation. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon, and that's all it does. Security check. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon. 8 to cast. It's removal, and like I said, you only play 4 of those, so it's not that big of a deal unless you don't have any red. So that's why we play a little bit of red here and there with Tamers and Digimon. Next, we play 2 of the Shield of the Just. Security activated effect again. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5,000 DP or less. If you have a red Tamer, delete Digimon with 8,000 DP or less. Again, reason why we play the red tie over the Mimi. Because we want to see that, so that way we can delete most Digimon. If you have a Bifrost, you'll probably delete a Mega, because you have the 8,000 DP now that you can go through. So we play 2 of those. And finally, for the 1 cost, or for the 1 that's left, it's the Rogue Plasma Stake. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 1,300 DP or less, or more. Or less, or more. This is 4 cost. This is an activate ability from security. It's for pretty much Omnimon and Ragnarlordmon. And you'll see those decks now and then. That's why you don't play too many of these. Just a 1, to spice things up, because you do got Gaia Force that can destroy that, and you've got other combos to get rid of Omnimon. This is just like a 1 cost or a 4 cost to delete one of those in case you end up running something that has extra that you just need to get rid of. And yeah, that's our full deck right there. Not much to explain. Like I said, combo wise, these become combo pieces. That one right there, and this one's probably your most comboed pieces in situations. Other than that, everything is pretty much self-explanatory. It's an awesome deck. Understandable, very understandable why it's so meta right now. It's literally, like I said, most of your opponent's decks are gonna run about maybe 6 to 7 megas, maybe a little bit more, and they gotta build up to it. You're pretty much countering all that, plus recovering your security. So you're a control recover deck, which is the best of two worlds, in all honesty, if you're playing recover and control. So, like I said, it's a really good deck, but I do got a deck that does beat this deck. And I will be showing that off on my next video. So stay tuned for that. Like I said, subscribe, comment, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys want to see in videos. Yeah, just, comment down below. I want to talk to you guys and tell me some things that you guys enjoy about this and other decks that you want to see, or you want to see certain decks I can create for you guys so that way you can play with certain Digimon that you like. All that good stuff. All right, until next time, man. Peace.